Hello, I'm Gary Jolly from the Tractor Store in Richland. Now's the best time of the year to save more with Mahindra, and it all starts with zero. Pay zero down and 0% interest up to 60 months. That's more for less on many of Mahindra's best-selling models, with tractors that deliver more lift, capacity, fuel efficiency, and built-in weight. So get zero down, 0% interest for up to 60 months on Mahindra, the world's #1 selling tractor, Mahindra, available at the Tractor Store in Richland.
Obviously, you all started really well offensively, scored a bunch of points, were playing really fast. What did Florida do to change that, or was it something that
we couldn't get? They did their little press, and I could not. After Jacob walked, I couldn't get anybody to drive to the middle of the court, which is what we've always done to that, or get our point guard to get a screen and then create something for somebody. So we end up using 15 seconds, and then it was what it was. At that point, it was like, guys, they're slow. They spread the court. We should be playing faster. But guys got tentative, and we had some bad play, individual bad play today, and that happens. They're not machines. They're not robots. We had a couple guys play one of their worst games, no energy, and you know, we still had our chance to win. We leave their best three-point shooter. Just, you know, what are we doing? Why would you do that? And I don't have an answer. You know, we got to get ready for a flipped around game. We got to practice tomorrow. I'll watch the tape, but I would imagine if Mississippi watches this, they play zone anyway. They'll probably play 40 minutes of zone. We looked out of whack. We no hard cuts. Normally, you guys that have listened to me, historically, when the team plays zone, I like it because you have to pass the ball. They're in a zone. We didn't pass it again. Whoever caught it, held it. I'm making the play. Okay, now you're going against the ball moves, it's posted, we didn't throw any skips that we had worked on for 3 days over the top. But give them credit. Florida did what they had to. We're up 1. We got our chances. Here we go. Let's win this thing. And, you know, no daggers, shots that were available to us. We missed. Take a bad shot. Instead of trying to get fouled, I'm just going to throw one at that's losing basketball. So we'll be able to look at the tape and hopefully get better.
Kyle Tucker, go ahead.
Kyle, Keon, even when he's, you know, not scoring it or shooting it great, has been pretty reliable in terms of being an energy guy and the guy who'll go do all the other stuff. How surprising was today from Keon?
Really surprising. I have no idea. I mean, he lost one ball and then did not sprint back and let them dunk a ball when the guy was 3 steps behind him when they both took off. But I'm going to say this. I love him. He's played great for us. They're not machines and they're not robots. He wasn't very good today. But let's see if he's next game, if he comes back and he's better next game.
John, I'm going to come right back to you. Cal, did you consider adding a game this last week when you realized Texas A&M wasn't going to be playing?
Yes.
And will you add a non-conference game moving forward since you're not going to get that made up, or is it just...
It's probably not now. But we had a top team, a top-ranked team that we had discussed that thinking about playing Thursday. And we had another team that we had discussed playing on Thursday. But you know what? Let us just build some confidence. You know, South Carolina, who we have to play on Saturday, just won by 30. Mississippi is obviously playing really well. So we're going to have our tough go of it with what we have. But, you know, obviously we got a road game and a home game, and then we go to our tournament.
John, how frustrating is it for you that still this late in the season that your team hits so many of these offensive droughts where either you can't make a shot or get the shot that you want no matter what?
Yeah, it was disappointing. And again, they got tentative. I put Dante in, and what I basically said is find him. Guess what? They didn't even look at him. I said, get him shots. Let him. Are you ready, Don? Yes. They didn't. I'm getting mine. I don't know what it was, but we were not connected today like we've been. And me saying that, like as bad as I thought we played in the first half, we're up 1. Then all of a sudden, we couldn't get anything, and we're up 1 with 3. I mean, it shows you that we can do this and not play well and still do this. But somebody's got to have to make a dagger, a shot, a play, a block. How about BJ's rebound under the goal? It's the 1 bucket game. You don't come up with that, you let him jerk it out of your hand, then we lose the game. So there were so many plays like that that I look and I'm like, if you want to win, that doesn't happen. You don't drive, Jacob, and just throw the ball and fall on the floor. You don't do that. You're getting fouled, or don't shoot it. So there was, again, we're still, like I said, we got work to do, and it was disappointing. I was hoping we could get this one. I thought we were getting it all the way. We're up 1. As bad as we were playing, I thought we can still get it. And then all of a sudden we leave a guy and leave a 3-point shooter open, come down and took a throw shot, and they make it. All of a sudden you're like, what in the world just happened? Come on, man, we got to have basketball sense. And you know what? I'll say it again. They're not robots. They're not machines. They don't play great. They don't make every shot. But the disappointing thing is this team fought to get themselves in a good position, that something good could happen for us. And we kind of just had a couple guys not show up. Like, what? Was it anxiety that wore you out? The anxiety of the game? The anxiety of worrying about the game? I don't know. But we weren't the same team today.
Jerry, the line. John, how much do you think maybe the layoff, the week off without a game, a midweek game, maybe contributed to being out of rhythm or out of the routine? And where do you assess your NCAA chances at this point?
We're worried about Mississippi. I'm not worried about that other stuff. We got to take one game and let's try to get better. It was their zone, that 3-2 zone and that zone press that got us out of sync. It wasn't taking a couple days off. I mean, I don't believe that. I believe that we had 3 great days of practice. We had a great shoot around this morning. They went zone. We got confused. We don't have that guy out there that takes the ball and says, I'm going to make this stuff happen. And when your point is a little bit shaky because of how they're playing, then the rest of us are shaky. We've had that guy that would just go get a basket or go create something or go get a lob or go. We're not having that right now. But I say it again, when you're playing against the zone, normally teams pass. We were like pass, hold, pass, bounce, point, come and screen. I mean, it was, when we ran it up the court, we weren't bad. When we got in the half court, we held the ball.
Go ahead.
John, you've already talked to about the zone and zone press, but that they got you out of sync. However, you got double-digit turnovers for the first time in a while. Could you explain why that might have happened today?
Probably because we got back to I'm going to make my play versus I'm going to make a play for my teammate. We probably reverted a little bit. But they had 16 turnovers. I mean, we had 15. They had 16. I mean, when you look at the numbers, what happened to us, you miss every shot. It's hard to win. And we still had a chance. We were 1 for 11 in the second half from the 3. And I'm going to guess 5 of them were wide open. Missed them all. And the only one to make one was Jacob.
2 more guys. Daryl, did you have one? I can't tell if I just actually hit that or if you put your hand down.
Yeah, you hit it.
Go ahead, Dan.
Yeah, Cal, you were talking about having that point guard that can go make that play. When a team doesn't have that, how do they compensate for that issue?
You hope you have another guy that can do it. That can go, you can give it to him, and he can create some offense. And it doesn't, for us, where were we throwing the ball? What were we doing? we were throwing it to the post. Today, our post would not throw that skip pass. The first one that was thrown so high over BJ's head, and no one was on BJ. There was no reason for that. Again, let me say this, guys. Today, again, we had 15 turnovers, but we had 7 other bad passes that took away jump shots for us. Just threw it by the guy's ankle. Threw it over his head. Threw it outside of his... Why would you do that? There's no one between you and him. And so, again, when you're trusting and believing and you're into your team, those kind of plays don't happen. And we have been so good as of late. And then today, not so good. And again, what was their dagger shot? Man, step back, little two-pointer. That was a dagger, and he made it. And then he made those last 2 free throws. But that was a dagger. We had ours. We missed them all. So back to the drawing board. Thanks, guys.